Oh, cuidado, Brandon. What's there to do after a fresh rain? Harvest some dandelion root. This one's deep. Ah, qué pena. So I threw this one to the side. I mean, it looks identical to this plant. It just doesn't have its flowers. And you really don't want to risk, if you don't know what a plant is, for sure, 100%. And I'm a little too new at this. Like, I could probably safely assume this is dandelion because it was right next to one. The leaves look the same. But because I'm not seeing the flower or the like white ball, I'm just not going to risk it. It has been our busiest months here on the farm. We have had 8 to 9 students staying with us at a time from near and far places, like Germany, Spain, the Netherlands, Brazil, France, Switzerland, Chile. Calling Simon to let him know that we're all the way up here. Right here, Odin from Germany and Tice from Bolivia got to take part in preparing a trade with some of our alfalfa for goat manure nearby. After about 8 weeks, the farm quickly emptied of volunteers, leaving just Simon and I, and the animals, of course. Adios, amigos! Within a week of the rabbit giving birth, it can start to pull its hair out to try to nest. Yeah. And it'll take whatever objects around that it can to start making a nest. So that's how we can know when she's getting close. So I can put
No, I'm gonna make a box for it.
Okay. A cardboard box or? Okay.
Yeah. Look at the camera. Weirdo.
Oh, perfect timing. I am detoxing from black mold. I've been having some really weird symptoms, some health problems that I can't really complain too much about. I mean, it's been really uncomfortable, but it's not super severe until really this week, since I've been detoxing the last 2 weeks. We had black mold really bad on this roof, which comes and goes, but it was really, really bad. So I'm doing a protocol that we've researched on. Simon had some bentonite clay, I think is what it's called. And I'm drinking that right now every 2 hours. Since I'm detoxing, my symptoms, I'm having symptoms that I didn't even have before. Like, I'll occasionally, if I get up too fast or if I like move my head around too quickly even, I get kind of dizzy, like things move around. Yeah, so hopefully this will work. It can take some people months and years to really detox from black mold. I've only been exposed to it, I think, for the last year since I've lived here. It's been a real mystery what's been causing. So TMI, I have been way more gassy than normal, and after paying a lot of attention, I noticed that gluten triggers my gas like the worst. So and Simon's not really having symptoms like I am. Like, he's had some digestive stuff this last year that's like come and gone, but I'm honestly pretty stressed about it because I don't want to have long-term health issues. I've always been a super healthy person, but it's been really fun because I've been experimenting making gluten-free food, and I'm actually pretty good at it, I think, because I've been vegan for 5 years almost. I'm used to being creative in the kitchen, and we had a student here and volunteer who was gluten-free. So I really started practicing and making special things for her on the side of what the rest of everyone else was eating. And I really, really enjoy eating gluten-free. Like, it's super healthy. I've been obsessed with making breads and tortillas and cakes and stuff like that, a lot from lentils. I'm enjoying it, learning more, and I just hope that the problem is the mold and not something else. For a while, I thought it was our water, which it could have been, because then we built the water filtration system, and I have really good weeks, and then it's just really, really bad. In Cochabamba, I could probably find a place to test for mycotoxins. But unfortunately, to do anything extra for health like that, even testing for vitamins and stuff like that, it's expensive. It's a real shame. More expensive than it was for me in the States to test for nutrients and stuff like that. So we'll see. We built this Buena Vista garden. Piedra Vista. Real recently, and it's booming. It's doing great. Our cats have been laying on top of our arugula, it looks like. And the arugula and pak choi is taking over. So one of my chores this morning that I wrote on my list is to just take out, move things around so that our lavender and other pretty ornamental plants can grow, because we just have too much arugula and pak choi, which is an amazing problem. They don't call me the plant killer for nothing. And I keep saying, oh, now we have some goodies for lunch and dinner, but today's Monday. I keep forgetting, which means it's market day, and we always go to the market for lunch. So this will be dinner. And we have a couple new additions to the farm, which is really exciting and also sad for me in many ways, because they will be used for food by Simon and possibly our dogs. But I'm making them, I've never done this before. I'm trying to better their water system, because animals just spill their water bowls and it's a pain in the ass to have to like refill them every single day. So I'm gonna see if I can makeshift something for the bun buns. In the States, I had rabbits, and you would just go buy a water bottle, and since I've been on this journey living on a farm, I've learned how many things I can just make from stuff laying around. Do my makeshift things function well most of the time? No, I learn as I go, so we'll see if this works. Morning, princess. Hi. Yeah, we had a volunteer make this cage for us. He welded it, did an awesome job. Something that I learned at the first farm that I lived and worked at in Puerto Rico was you don't want to leave like nails, wires, stuff like this around. Like, obviously it's just like trash, but because it could harm the animals. So I try to really keep an eye and collect these. We'll see if it's big enough. I have no idea if this is gonna work. Maybe I should have YouTubed like how to make one that actually works, but I'm just actually doing this straight from my brain. Okay, so I just made a smaller loop to see if I could keep the bottle lifted so the water can be exiting from it. I'm gonna see if the wire is strong enough and if it keeps it lifted and works. It works. Done. I have been dreading doing this since yesterday when I figured out that there's chicken eggs underneath the turkeys and I need to get them out. I don't even know how the chickens have had time to lay under the turkeys because they've been sitting 24/7 for like 3 weeks. Oh, I hear babies. There's definitely babies in there. Mama chicken. This is my friend. She's really nice, she lets me pet her. So this morning I was over here, oh my God. And Fernando was here and I go, I think that I can hear baby turkeys. And they were like, no, it's too early. We haven't been tracking the time. I can hear them in here. We thought like, they were like, oh, maybe it's the birds from this tree behind here, but I can hear them, they're in here. They're in the middle of hatching, so I should leave them alone. There's no way I'm gonna disrupt that right now. Hey, I'm almost positive there's baby turkeys in there. I can hear them chirping, but we should move the other turkey and chickens, I think. What are we feeding you? What the hell are we feeding this guy? I could see a baby turkey. Ah! So we usually go to the market to eat a lot earlier than it is now. It's already almost 2. Honestly, like every time I've noticed that I eat at the market, like I get super fatigued afterwards. So I'm gonna eat here real quick before we go because we do need to grocery shop. Otherwise we would just eat here because it's just the 2 of us this week. But it's so much cheaper to buy at the market on Mondays versus the market any other day. And I realized I don't have anything in the solar oven cooking for us to have dinner tonight. So I need to put something in there. And this pesto is something I learned from this guy, the only person I pretty much follow on Instagram right now on our business account because I don't have an Instagram and I don't scroll through it. But there's one guy I watch who's super good. He's called Spicy Mustache. And he makes a pesto from the tops of carrots, which I'm growing carrots right now for the first time. And they're really small, underdeveloped because I didn't dig the soil deep enough. So I made a pesto with almendras, Brazil nuts, vinegar because I was out of lemon juice, salt, onion, or garlic powder because I'm out of garlic as well. That's why we're going to the market today. And yeah, the tops of carrots, and it's freaking delicious. Look who just snuck into the bedroom. Dirty cats on the bed. You're not allowed here.
Sésamo, si tienes. Yep.
Just got back from the market and I need to clean the bottom of a refrigerator before I fill it up. But I thought I would show you what we got at the market and how much it costs and where it came from. So we got a couple cauliflower, monton of cucumber, garlic, some green onions, locoto, broccoli, pimenton, carrots, and some papaya, arvejas. We got some green beans, a bunch of these delicious little avocados, peanuts, a bag of dried ají, lettuce, 3 repollo, some tomatoes, mandarins, and this big bag of lemons. So all of this right here came out to be about 89 Bolivianos, which is under $13. And all of this food came from within no further than a couple of hours away. It's all within this region of Cochabamba. We grow a lot of this stuff seasonally. Either right now, it's already gone to seed, and we have the seedlings germinating right now. So yeah, this is our load, and this is actually just for the two of us to last until next Monday. We live pretty much off of this, some stuff from our garden, but then we have a lot in bulk, like beans, nuts, seeds, grains. So it does cost us, each person, it could cost, you know, depending on how we're eating. If we're eating with a lot of people here, like when we have students, it can, I mean, it costs money to feed people. It feels really good to be buying food that hasn't traveled from very far, and it's super fresh. But just wanted to show you guys our little grocery haul. They must be hiding because I just saw two. So they must be back up under the mom. We'll check on them tomorrow. Here we go to check on the turkeys. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7! Yay, you made it. Hey chicken, leave him alone. Hi little guy. Are you the one that I had in my room last night? You might be. Every time we have new ducklings, I'm like on high stress alert because they're so fragile. And now these guys, you guys aren't supposed to be on this side. Go on the other side. It's safer over there. I thought I broke the soil up enough for the carrots to grow deep, but apparently I didn't. So I could give these carrots more time to grow, but we just got a whole bunch of seeds in, so it came out short. Probably not gonna grow any deeper than that. When I was in the garden just filming myself, I was like thinking about how these girls go into their gardens and they're like white skirts and blouses that are like light white colors. Yeah. And I look like a lesbian or super masculine in my farmer shirts in the garden. Is that real? You think girls are really wearing white dresses while they're working in the dirt? There's no way. You won't ever catch me wearing a dress in the garden. Sorry, baby. These are Simon's rugby shorts. And I've seen them laying around, like we've been using it as like a rag and to clean the floor. And yesterday I was like, are you gonna wear these? He's like, you can have them if you want. And they're hilarious. And I might wear them today. Yeah, with a little crop top on that.
Kobe.
Yeah.
You got my rugby shirt.
Yeah.
Those look bad on you actually. Farm ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I know they're ugly shorts, but they actually look fine on you.
Looking healthy, buddy. Look. You see it? There. Right there. That's from yesterday. That's a new one. The bunnies got me. I picked up one of the rabbits to show Simon, look, I can hold it. Because we had a hard time doing it yesterday and it just went, the bottom feet kicked up right under my chin. He thought it was funny. Yeah. So we had a really nice time going for a ride. We spent hours this afternoon driving around looking for a property that Simon's looked at before, trying to find it. I changed my mind because there's too much traffic here. Yeah, super good. But everything looks the same in these valleys around the river. It's absolutely beautiful. I had a fun time just along for the ride. But really sad, we came across a dead puppy and there were 2 puppies that were really sick. And we found the owners and we gave them some food to feed the dogs and they said that they had eaten. So I don't know, I think they're just really sick. It was really sad, which that happens a lot out here in El Campo. Like you see animals that in the city you would normally like take to a vet or to a rescue center, but you can't really do that here. And oftentimes people just neglect their animals and you want to rescue them all, but you can't. So that's a tough one. Come on, boy. Simon surprised me yesterday with this horse. It actually belongs to our neighbors. He looks so small today. Why do you look so skinny? I've seen him for the last year over by our neighbors. I should bring you some carrots. We're back. Oh, he just looks extra skinny today than yesterday. It's painful. It's a treat. It's okay, boy. Looks like he's already eaten a lot over here. Yeah, it's good. ¿Tiene una enfermedad?
No, no dan comida pues.
¿Por qué?
No sé. Tienen hartas vacas y por eso no dan.
Yo quiero adoptarlo. Adoptarlo. Queremos que él va a sacar el pasto alrededor aquí para preparar el suelo.
Ah, ¿va a comer?
Sí, a sembrar.
¿Ves? Comen normal.
Sí.
Que no alimentan pues.
Pena.
Simón. ¿Es cabello tan flaco, Simón? Sí, tan flaco. Demasiado flaco.
I just had an amazing lunch. So delicious. It was like a lentil pasta bake, Cajun bake. Didn't come out as spicy as I would have liked because I'm crazy like that. And then like a cabbage, pickled, fermented salad. So I shared a little bit about my like gas over the last year since I've been in Miske. And I thought it has been so many things, but it's not at all what I thought it was. It wasn't, it could have been partially the water. The mold could have had some factors to do with it. Either way, it's great that we got rid of the mold, but it's something to do with our beans that we have in storage because I cut out eating certain ones that had a preservative in them that Simon used to keep like bugs out and keep our dried storage fresh because we have a lot of dried storage. And my stomach is infinitely better, which is so exciting because it's been just like bloated and uncomfortable. And anytime I leave Miske, it's like on point again and everything's well. So I was just getting really frustrated that at my home, I couldn't figure out what was causing this discomfort in my gut. So I'm really happy to know that we're on our way to figuring it out. I'm not sure if it's like the beans from this region or just the preservative, because some days I have, like, I think just from the last year eating the same foods that were irritating me, my gut probably needs to do a little healing, even though it feels super good most of the time. I'm just so thankful that it wasn't anything bigger. You know, it wasn't like a big deal. It was just gas, and it's not like I've been having, you know, diarrhea or other severe health problems or something. And I got a detox out of it because I did a detox for the mold, and it was a detox for a lot of things. So it's nice to know that anything I've picked up during my travels or living in Bolivia, I'm clean. So that's something that's really, really exciting, and just another day to be thankful for health always and comfort. As you saw earlier in this video, Simon and I were discussing our rabbits. One we were told was pregnant, and this is a really unfortunate story. And I feel like I'm getting used to this a little bit, which sucks, but it's still really difficult. Part of farm life. We got these 2 rabbits for Simon's dream of having like 50 one day in a big house for them, where we can collect their urine and poop to use as repellent and fertilizer to promote organic farming around here in our community. So we traded all the guinea pigs that we had last year for these 2 rabbits. One was supposedly pregnant. And after a couple weeks of having them, I couldn't tell. I was looking very closely. I was looking online. I couldn't tell either one of them were pregnant. They looked the same, didn't look like they were growing. And their gestation period's really short. It's only like 30, 32 days. So I just thought we had gotten scammed, that because it's happened before with our animals around here. People will tell you it's like the opposite gender that you're wanting, or that it's pregnant and it's not. And so that's what I thought had happened. And we had volunteers come and start feeding the animals. And so Simon and I didn't see the animals up close for like 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. Certain ones, like the rabbits, I hadn't checked on them in 10 days, 2 weeks, because we were so busy and had the volunteers watching them. And one morning, one of the volunteers came up and is like, I think there's 2 baby bunnies. It could have happened a couple hours before or early that morning. It was kind of a cold morning and night that night before. But it didn't, he would have noticed, I think, in the morning when he fed them that they were there. And he didn't notice until the afternoon feeding. So I went over there and there were 2 such cute hairless baby bunnies, and the mom was like off to the side and like she didn't look interested in them, and they both were just dead. I don't know if they came out dead, if they came out and lived just for a little bit, but it was really, really difficult and sad. It was really strange that she also only had 2. I was expecting like 7, you know. And our neighbor seems to think that they were like too young to get pregnant or something. But this is a couple weeks later. Simon wants to impregnate them again. And, you know, they're getting really good nutrition here. So we'll see. It's difficult. Part of farm life, and a part of it that I really don't like with having domesticated animals. I'm not a big fan, especially like livestock and such. We're borrowing a male and put him with our female, and we're gonna see if they make some babies. Maybe we'll have some baby bunnies around. But on a better note, so I don't end this video so sad, on a bad note, this is the reality of things, I'll go show you how our horsey is doing. One good thing is that Miss Malbena, our horse, well, the horse that we've been borrowing, did you get a haircut? I think you did. She's been getting fed super well, lots of love from all of our volunteers, and getting walked almost every single day. And she's doing better little by little, but she's looking good. Aren't you, girl? We still need a lot more meat on those bones, but getting there, baby. Hey. Hey. It's okay. And she's getting a little more used to human interaction. And hopefully in some upcoming videos, maybe the next one, I'll be able to show you what we're doing here. I've never been so excited about gardening. I've been planning out rows of vegetables that I've never grown before. And we've had volunteers and myself breaking our backs over preparing this space. So I can't wait to show, after some time, what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be such a beautiful food forest. Yeah!